Welcome back. This is a continuation of my last video full of all new finds, things that I have never shared before on my YouTube channel. And you all always tell me you love when I tell stories. So behind each item kind of is a story, kind of bringing you up to speed and what's going on in my life. My husband recently retired, so my life looks and feels very different today than it did just 6 weeks ago. So as a continuation for video number 1, if you didn't see it, I'll link it below. But I came upstairs because I want to show you something that is for women only. So stay with me. We're going to roll tape and continue the video that I shot just the other day. So I came upstairs because my husband is now painting and he says he can't paint without the music on. So, and there are some things that I'm going to show you next that guys don't need to know about. Like, this is girl stuff. And this next thing I am so excited about, I cannot even tell you. So, gosh, I hate underwear, right? Underwear moves. I'm always picking it out of my behind, or it's too like short in the front and just kind of cuts my belly and makes me look like I have this pooch in my belly. Like, I can never find the right underwear. This has been a struggle for years and years. And people who know me will say that I'm always asking my women friends, what underwear are you wearing? And they'll say, you know, this and this, and I've tried it, or this and this, and I've tried. Like, I have never found underwear that I absolutely love until now. And I cannot wait to tell you about this underwear. You are going to be shocked for so many reasons. So this is the underwear, what it looks like. It comes in a 6-pack, and it is, I think, $13 for 6 pair of underwear. That is unheard of, but forget the price. Put that aside. It doesn't matter what it costs. I would pay $20 a pair if I had to for this underwear. So you can get a 6-pack with multicolors or a 6-pack all black. That's the only way that it comes. So I have both, actually. So I brought up the white and the red so that you could kind of, hopefully this would stand out so you could see what's going on here. So these are called high-waisted. I do not call them high-waisted. To me, high-waisted means hit you above your belly button. No. On me, I'll stand up and show you. So here's my belly, and my underwear hits me just below the belly button. I don't want underwear that comes all the way up here. I feel like it's overtaken me, but I don't want underwear that sits down here either. I've never been able to find something in the middle, so this underwear hits me right there. It is seamless. You see no seams, which is amazing, but it has tummy control in the underwear. And I don't even know what this magic is, but if I hold up the back side, see how it's kind of, I don't know, there's kind of like a poochiness in it right here. That is some kind of banding that goes inside the underwear, and when you put it on, it's also on the front side, it just snatches you in. This underwear does not move around. It does not get in your behind. It does not show panty lines. It does not cut you in the belly. It doesn't roll down. It doesn't change its shape and degrade in quality when you wash it. This underwear is the best stuff I have ever found. It is tagless. Like, I cannot say enough good stuff about this underwear. There's no seams, no frill, no lace, no nothing. It does have a cotton gusset. It's everything you want in underwear and none of the things you don't want in underwear. And the price is like, you're talking $3 a pair. What the hey? It is incredible. If you have been looking for underwear, and even if you have not even thought about your underwear, but this underwear sounds interesting, try this. So one side note about the underwear, you know how Amazon gives you recommended size? Well, it told me that I would wear a medium, and I'm 5'2". I weigh 134 pounds, and I bought the medium. And along with it, I thought, I don't know. Like, I did not want the underwear to be too big or too small. So I also bought a package of small. Tried them both on. The medium was way too big. The waist area was gapping. I had room. Put on the small, perfection. the small is perfection. So when I wash my underwear, I use a gentle detergent. I do put it in the washing machine on a gentle cycle, and then I have a drying rack in a closet, and I just lay it out to dry. I do not ever put my underwear in the dryer. I think that helps it to maintain its shape and elasticity, but do not run to your computer and order the underwear now. Something else brand new to me, I bet you have already noticed it on me, is this adorable eyelet blouse. Look how cute this is. I love the little puff sleeves. They're not anything over the top. They're just a little bitty puff. I just think this is so pretty. Comes in lots of colors, and I'm typically not one to wear navy, but I've been trying to branch out and do navy and white and navy and khaki, and I just thought this was the perfect blouse. There is like a lining underneath so you don't see through the eyelet. And as far as sizing, I have on a small. It does run a little slim in the body. There's no give in the eyelet. So if you're between sizes, size up just to be safe. But if you're slimmer in the torso area, then your normal true size should be fine. On the sleeves, they are not pinching my arm. Like I have plenty of room in the little puff, and this little top is just so adorable. I had to share it with you. So when we go out, late afternoon, evenings, we have an event or somewhere to be, or we're going to go out to dinner or like a little get together with friends, I'm always torn as to, do I wear shorts? Do I wear pants? Do I need on a dress? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be too dressed up. I don't want to be underdressed. You all feel that same way too? So I bought a little romper on Amazon, and it's a one-piece romper. It has long shorts. They're long and flowy. It has little flutter sleeves, and it is the cutest thing ever. So I can be super casual and wear little flats with it. I can wear cork wedge heels and make it be just a little bit dressier without being dressed up. I don't feel like I'm putting on a dress, but I look really nice and I'm super comfortable. It has an elastic waist and it is so cute. And with my seamless underwear, you are seeing no panty lines in the romper, and the shorts in the romper are loose and flowy. They are not tight shorts at all, and it is just the cutest little thing. Something great that I'm so glad I have in my wardrobe when I'm not like I'm in between. What do I wear? This fits the bill every single time. And I've worn it so many times that I actually got it in a second color. This is kind of like a deep bluey aqua. You can wear it with clear sandals or gold or camel colored anything. It just is a little pop of color instead of a classic black. And I know you're thinking, romper, like when you have to go to the bathroom, you have to like take the whole thing off. Well, this one just has a couple little buttons down the front, and because it's shorts, when you pull it down, it's just like you pulled shorts down. It's no big deal. Pops right back up, button, and there you go. So it's super easy. And then, gosh, a while back, probably a month or so or more ago, I shared a top with you all, and it was this top. You all fell in love with this. You went crazy. You instantly sold out Amazon. Like, I'm not kidding. You bought all of this top. It had these little balloon puff sleeves, beautiful fabric, gold buttons down the bottom, but it's been sold out. Well, you all got so mad at me, and I got some nasty little emails from you all about sharing something that was no longer available. And y'all did it, I didn't, you sold it out. Well, I'm happy to report that this pattern is back in stock, and this blouse does come in several other really pretty patterns. Just this specific one was sold out, but the brand that makes that shirt has also come out with a sleeveless version. This is a regular bra friendly version, same exact cut. The buttons are covered in the fabric and not gold, and it has a little bit like a tiered design right here so you can wear it out. The colors are just a little bit more muted, but it's basically the same design of the top. So if you were interested in the original and couldn't get it, it's now there for you. And then this one is available too. And they both come in lots of different bright, fun colors and patterns. I don't think either top comes in a solid, but these are so great to wear with white jeans, dark denim. You can wear them with shorts, especially the little tank version, because you are wearing it out. If you had some long walking shorts or linen shorts, that's perfect. So I love to wear slides. Like any chance I get, the easier it is, the better for me. And I love a great slide on shoe. And I have some slides that are chunky and some that have a thicker heel. And I recently got some that are more feminine and light, and I thought you might love them because I do. So these slides have 2 buckles on the top, so you can adjust them. But look at this gorgeous braided strap across the top. So they do have your classic, you know, slide look to them, but they're very soft and squishy in here, easy and comfortable to wear, and they're not chunky looking. They're just a really great, super cute sandal. And I find that I'm wearing these more often than I thought I would because I'm really loving this braided section right there. You all know we have a pool. Our pool is open. I was out there yesterday. It is glorious weather here. No humidity. There is not a cloud in the sky. It has been this way for a couple of days. So I'm getting in as much pool time as possible. But around our pool, we have concrete, and our new steps that go down to the pool are so hot. You can barely get up and down without burning your feet. So anytime I go in and out, I have to have on some kind of shoe. And I just wanted a shoe that was neutral. It can get wet. I can just slip it on. It can be pull shoes. It can just be, I'm running out to the trash. It's just whatever. So I got some new flip-flops, and these are so comfortable. So there's like mesh here on the top. They're just, you know, normal flip-flop style. They have a non-grip bottom, and they are super, super squishy. Look at that flex right there. Now I could put these on. I could certainly go to the grocery in these or run errands in these. I'm just kind of using these as an outdoor multifunction do all the things shoe, and they do come in a bunch of colors. I just got like a skin color version, something neutral, so if I have on a bathing suit or shorts or whatever, it matches everything. And a great tank top is hard to find, and I adore a tank top. I love it when my shoulders are showing, I'm tan, it's summertime. Like, a tank is just the best way to go in my opinion. And I found a tank that I love so much. I got it in black and white, and then I got a fun color. This is such a good tank. It is regular bra friendly. It has a little overlap in the material right here in the V, so it's a little bit more elevated than just, you know, a ribbed tee that you would put on. It's not too long. It is not too tight. The body of it is not slim, but it's not A-line either. It's just like a straight down cut, and it's super inexpensive and very, very buttery soft. So if you need a tank, there are lots of colors in this one that you can pick from, but definitely you've got to get it in the classics. Then I'm trying to be on trend this year, and every day not dress so classic and plain. So when I look around on social media, I see several things that are trending. I didn't own any of those things. So I picked out some inexpensive versions that are classy, and I'm trying to do it my way. So crochet. Crochet is everywhere. And I have a hard time with crochet because number one, you can see right through it, and some crochet can be really, really stiff, which I do not like. So I bought this cotton crochet sweater. It has kind of like a muscle sleeve. It's not a tank, and it's not a short sleeve, kind of like a cap sleeve, and it is just so super soft and thin. And I put on just a regular tank top underneath the crochet sweater. I've worn it with jeans, I've worn it with shorts, so I'm trendy, but I'm also comfortable, and I'm also being me. And I do think this crochet sweater comes in like bright pinks and oranges and blues. I didn't go crazy on the colors, I just went with the classic white. So I'm also trying to be on trend with some overalls, some denim overalls. Like, everywhere I look, all the younger gals are wearing denim overalls. Sometimes they're like baby pink and bright blue. Sometimes they're just regular denim, and they always look so cute in them. So I decided to get a pair for myself, but I chose some very classic style denim overalls. There's no rips in them. There's no ragged edges and strings. They're just a classic cut. They're a longer short style, which is fine with me because I'm not 20 anymore, and they are so cute. I just put on a classic white tank top. Nothing fancy, and the overalls are adorable. I wore them out the other day with my new olive green sneakers that I've already shared with you all, so I'm not going to talk about them, but I did love these sneakers. Just how fun is that, right? And sometimes I'm not trying to be trendy, I just want to be very classic. So this summer sweater is so perfect for just that. It is a crew neck sweater, but it's not a tight crew neck. There's a little bit of room there. It has the perfect length of a short sleeve, and the sweater hits me at the natural waist, so it's not big and bulky. I don't have to tuck it in. I got it in a classic black, and I've just been wearing it with some khaki or white shorts. So my mood changes. Some days I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna be trendy, and other days I'm in more of a classic mood. So the classic cut crew neck sweater is my go-to when I'm in a classic mood. So if you're keeping up with all the videos, you know that my daughter opened a booth in a vintage market. And on the day we were going to put out all the goods and style her booth, I showed you what I was wearing, and I had on a new tennis skirt, and you all loved it. It was a gorgeous, like a deep, I don't know what you call it, aqua blue, marini color, and I just had on a sweatshirt with it because it was really chilly that day. And I loved wearing that tennis skirt so much that I went back and I bought it in 2 new colors. So I got like a tan, neutrally type thing in this beautiful deep merlot, and I haven't even worn either of these colors yet. They just came in. So a lot of tennis skirts can like roll down or slide down. This one just stays put really, really well, and the skirt itself is a little A-lined, but it doesn't have pleats, it doesn't have ripples, it doesn't have all the things. So it's just a classic cut tennis skirt, and underneath it does have matching the little biker shorts. So if you bend over, nothing's going to show. I will wear tennis skirts on a walk in the morning, running errands, helping my daughter. I absolutely adore a tennis skirt. And if you have never tried one and you just think everybody looks so cute in them and you can't wear a tennis skirt, I'm here to tell you, yes, you can, and you should try this version because this is my favorite. So my husband and I go on a walk together every single morning. I am so proud of him and happy to report he is getting up. Like this morning, he was up at 6:30. We were on our walk at 7:15. It is amazing. So we do 1 lap around our subdivision area with all 3 dogs, which is hilarious. We bring the dogs home, and then we do 2 more laps by ourselves. So every morning we're getting in about 5,800 steps, and then we come home and make breakfast. And so what we've been eating for breakfast is something unusual. First of all, my husband is not a breakfast eater. Like, never. He does not eat breakfast. But he's turning over a new leaf. He's trying to eat what I'm eating, and it is something totally new to us. So I filmed it. I have a recipe video coming out, but he and I are loving this. We eat it every single morning, and I'll share that with you soon. But back to my walking story. We go on a walk every morning, and we're trying to only do laundry once a week. So it's just the 2 of us, right? There's no reason to do laundry and do all the things every time you need something. So laundry once a week. So we are both wearing walking clothes every day because when we get home, it's sweaty. They have to go in the laundry, and it's getting warm outside, and I love to walk in a tank. So I bought this new one. It is baby soft, almost like a cotton feel to it, and it's on the longer side. The tank also has a little small slit in the side, and it is just absolute perfection. So I can wear leggings, tennis skirt, shorts. If it's cool out, I can put on sweats. I do not like to walk with like heavy up here. I can have on pants in the bottom and have on a tank top at the top and be happy as a clam. This morning on our walk, this was the one that I wore with a pair of shorts. My husband had on a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, and shorts. And he's like, "Are you not freezing?" It was 53 degrees. I said, "No, I am good. I am good to go." I could feel the sunshine on my shoulders. It was glorious. But I bought this tank in so many colors because it's that good. And this is my all-time favorite tank now. So if you notice what I just showed you a minute ago, my new tennis skirt in Merlot red, I have a white tank. So of course I had to get my favorite tennis shoes of all time in a brand new color to match my new outfits. So this is my all-time favorite tennis shoe, and look at those gorgeous colors. This is a little bit of an off-white with this deep burgundy red. It has little polka dots on the shoelace, and I am in love with the shoe. So this is from the same brand, the same tennis shoe that I started sharing with you all years ago. That same style tennis shoe, the original version, is still around. I still wear it, and they came out with kind of a super powered version of the shoe, I would call it. There are these air holes in the sole right here, and this shoe is so good. So in the mornings, I get up, I'm like, what am I gonna put on? And I pick out my matching tennis shoe and off we go. So it's not like I'm home walking by myself. I know nobody's paying any attention to me, but my husband's with me. We enjoy being together. I don't want to look like I pulled out a radio something out of the bottom of a drawer. I want to look cute. So I actually put effort into my morning walk attire because when we get home, we sit around, we talk, we plan our day, we have breakfast together. It's later on in the morning before we have our showers and get dressed for the day. So he's looking at me for a really long time and I want to be cute. So I make sure my outfit looks good too. So this video is turning out to be a lot about my mood and how I dress. But on some days, I just am not having it. I need to be in something soft, casual. I don't want to tuck anything in. I just am not up for it. So I picked out this little outfit. I've had it for about a month now, and it is a big flowy v-neck, longer short sleeve, little matching set with shorts, and I bought it in this big striped version. Loved it so much that I went back and bought it in a solid pink, and see how the stitching is made up of a darker color pink, so there's stripes and solids. And then the other day my husband made a comment about the little green stripe version. He said, that's really cute on you. Well, I thought, okay, I'm going to get another one of these because I'm wearing the fire out of them. Sometimes I'll wear them during the day. Other times I'm putting them on after dinner. I'm just lounging around in the little set. We live in Kentucky, so they had a Kentucky blue and a bright white striped. Perfect. Got that, actually wore it yesterday. So this little set is oversized, and it even says it in the Amazon description. Oversized matching set. I have on a small and I have plenty of room. The shorts they're not long walking shorts. They are a little bit shorter, but as small, I still have plenty of room, and they're long enough for me to wear out in public. Yesterday, we had to run to Lowe's, and I wore that little blue and white set. So I told you earlier that my husband has been outside, like clearing around the lake, and we have a bird feeder up back, and there's all this stuff happening in the yard. Things that I normally don't touch. He handles them, but he's been asking me to come out in the yard and do things with him. We're getting ready to power wash the driveway and the concrete, and I was out back helping him plant plants, and I don't want to wear my good tennis shoes. I don't really have any other shoes to wear. I can't go barefoot. So I got some outdoor work boots slash hiking shoes. I don't know what you want to call these. They're from the same brand that makes my favorite tennis shoe, so I thought they gotta be good. They're not super expensive. But how cute are these? They're like a mauve-y pink, and the shoestrings have little stripes on them. They are super comfortable, and a lot of this is, I don't know what the material is. If it gets dirty, you can just wash it off. It's not like a tennis shoe where you can't clean them really. I don't know how to explain it. You can just wipe and wash this off. The soles are substantial. They have a super duper like grippy tread on the bottom, so I can go outside, I can get the work done. I don't feel like I'm going to twist an ankle, but when I have on these shoes, I don't mind getting them dirty. I can step in the mud, I can get in the plants. Sometimes I'm stepping in bird poop because we're feeding the birds. These are good shoes for doing all the outdoor things. So I know a lot of women don't like to do things outdoors because they don't know what to wear, or they're afraid to get something they own dirty. So if that's you, highly recommend these outdoor shoes. Then I have a couple of family members who are graduating from high school and middle school, and some events we had to attend and other things, and I didn't want to wear like casual tank tops, but I didn't want to be like super duper dressed up too. So I picked out a couple of summer sweaters that I knew were super versatile. I could wear for lots of reasons, and this one is super special because look at the braided scalloped edge on the arms and around the neck of this sweater. How pretty is that? Now this is a ribbed sweater. It is on the fitted side, so size up if there's any question. But this is just a classic sweater. It only comes in several colors. I just went with black because I knew I could wear it forever and always. And then, oh my gosh, this one had my eye. Look at that color. Is that not a beautiful color? I rarely see a sweater like this. I call this caramel. It's caramel with almost just like a golden red hue to it. I wore this sweater with some white jeans that kind of had a flared leg and some cork wedge heels, and I felt so good in this. Like, just this color goes with the color camel so incredibly well. It is a very classy and classic color, and the sleeves on this sweater are on the shorter side for sure. They're like a long cap sleeve sort of, but I'm wearing my normal true to size. So wowee, this turned out to be a two-part video series full of like 40 new finds, all brand new things that I've never shared before. If you didn't see video number 1, I'll link it in the description box below. Definitely check that one out. It is full of all brand new things that I have been dying to tell you all about. Some really great finds for women and men, yourself, you could give as gifts, and Father's Day is coming up, y'all. It is right around the corner. My husband is making a list because he wants to put out a Father's Day gift idea video. That one will be out early June sometime, but some of the things I've shown you, great gifts for Father's Day. Just saying, have a good day. I'll see you later.